On December 4th, 1950, 6 F-4U Corsairs soared low over the snow-covered mountains of North Korea. Among them was Ensign Jesse Leroy Brown, a trailblazing pilot and the first African-American aviator in the history of the United States Navy. Flying in freezing conditions and under enemy fire, the squadron was conducting a ground support mission when disaster struck. "Jesse, you're streaming something." "It looks like fuel," came the warning over the radio. Brown, calm despite the dire situation, confirmed the worst. "Yes, I'm losing fuel. And I don't know how long I'll be able to stay up." His friend and wingman, Lieutenant Thomas J. Hudner, flew alongside and saw a shimmering trail behind Brown's aircraft. The Corsair was leaking fuel badly. The rugged mountainous terrain offered almost no chance of a safe landing, and they were deep behind enemy lines. Frantically, the pilot scanned the landscape and found a small clearing on the side of a mountain. It was far from ideal, but it was the only option. As Hudner flew beside him, he reminded Brown to unlock his harness and leave his canopy open to escape after the crash. Brown jettisoned his ordnance and descended. The Corsair struck the mountain hard, skidding to a halt in a cloud of snow and ice. When it cleared, the squadron spotted Brown's plane, its fuselage bent near the cockpit and smoke rising from the engine. Hudner and the others circled anxiously, praying for a sign. Finally, they saw movement. Jesse was alive, but trapped. Time was running out. The smoke from the engine grew thicker, and Brown made no effort to exit the aircraft. It became clear something was wrong. Without orders or hesitation, Hudner made a bold and selfless decision. He crash-landed his own aircraft in the same clearing to try to save his friend. Hudner's landing was rough, injuring his back, but he pulled himself from the cockpit and sprinted toward Jesse's wrecked plane. Smoke billowed from the engine as Hudner began throwing snow into the cowling, desperately trying to prevent a fire. When the rescue helicopter arrived 30 minutes later, Hudner rushed to the pilot and asked for tools. All they had was an axe. With no other options, Hudner hacked at the fuselage, trying to pry Jesse free. The metal wouldn't budge. He grew increasingly desperate. Jesse, despite being pinned and injured, tried to calm him. "Everything will be okay," he whispered, but the situation was dire. The sun was setting. Jesse was weakening. The idea of amputating his legs to free him was briefly considered, but they had neither the tools nor the time. Finally, Jesse closed his eyes and went silent. Hudner tried to wake him. No response. He continued working, now with heartbreaking determination, unwilling to give up. Eventually, the helicopter pilot delivered the harsh truth. There was nothing more they could do. Before leaving, Hudner approached Jesse one final time. He made a promise. He would return for him. The loss of Jesse Brown devastated the squadron. He had overcome poverty and segregation to become a symbol of perseverance and courage. Hudner pleaded with his superiors for a mission to recover Jesse's body, but it was deemed too dangerous. Instead, on December 6th, the squadron was ordered to destroy the wreckage to prevent its capture. They dropped bombs on Jesse's crash site in what was considered a Viking funeral. As the flames consumed the wreckage, the men recited the Lord's Prayer together in a final goodbye. Thomas Hudner was awarded the Medal of Honor for his heroic attempt to save his friend. During the ceremony, he personally delivered Jesse's final words to his wife, Daisy. Yet Hudner never stopped mourning his failure to bring Jesse home. In 2013, at age 88, he traveled to North Korea with devotion author Adam Makos, hoping to locate Jesse's remains. Though the mission received official permission, monsoon rains cut it short, and Jesse was never found. Thomas J. Hudner passed away on November 13, 2017.